This actually seems to work really well now. Like, these are all lining up. Some of them internally aren't triangles, but I mean, I could make them triangles. I'd just be ruining the fucking, this should be losing space though. I guess some people just have a slightly better room than others. Oh, RPG, it is the only one just for me.
Super Mario RPG.
Makes no sense to me. This guy's going to the grocery store. I have an idea.
Super Mario RPG.
I have never, like, on one hand, I have never done this particular pattern before, except for on the first hand, this looks like kind of my original pattern, just if I was just doing it on both sides of the hall. Looks like a Christmas tree. It's like all the little needles sticking out of a Christmas tree, like little ornaments hanging on. I'm not crazy, you know what I'm talking about. Someone does, I hope.
Super Mario RPG. This is a game just for you and me. When you find yourself in a miserable haze, it's all because of the forest maze. Exiting the
So now this means, though, how many people could I fit in on this one side? Oh, and look at that! The floor even came out exactly where it needed to. Like, I was worried I might have to move the top or whatever, but look, the floor came out exactly where it needed to. This actually worked fucking beautifully. Especially considering I essentially did this all by hand.
I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all on my pants.
It's nothing a little music can't help. Rockin', rockin' and rollin'. Down to the beach I'm strolling. But the seagulls poke at my head, not fun. I said, seagulls, stop it now.
So this ends up giving us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 beds to a side, so 42. It would take 3 Z levels to get beds for everyone off this one triangle. That's not bad. Please say hecking. Heckin' Borkin.
Got hit in the neck with a hacky sack. Where'd it come from? Now run, run, run. I can be a backpack while you run.
I can be a backpack while you run.
Stop, put me down. I love to groove and boogie. Yeah.
Great.
Show you some dance moves.
No, I don't want you to.
If I had your giant feet out there on the beach, could have outrun those birds.
You're a psycho wiener.
Let me grab my beater.
Stop it, please. Don't hit me. Please.
So many people somehow can't find the
Come
path.
on, man.
It's really
Quit
weird.
that banging.
Hey, what's that stank?
Make puzzle boxes that can't be opened and tell the kids that there's candy inside. That's just mean. That's just really, really mean.
Apology.
Just hold your breath and see when the time is right. Birds will back your
We're just gonna keep letting them go as they keep canceling things, saying they couldn't reach until we figure out what they can reach.
Swing from a hairy vine. I can be your backpack while you climb.
Swing from a hairy vine.
Rocks with your special gift. Run, 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 jump, now breathe. That's good. Like that. Like that. One day I was walking and I found this big log. Then I rolled the log over underneath was a tiny little stick. And I was like, that log had a child.
The log had a child.
Listen, boy, someday when you are older, you could get hit by a boulder while you're lying there screaming, come help me, please. The seagulls poke your knees.
Move those just so I can see what the hell's going on. What the heck? What the heck it is going on?
Stop it now.
Yeah, whatever. You're sort of pitchy.
Didn't like it?
Listen, man, I'm not your friend.
Don't fall asleep.
Don't fall asleep. And then this goes all the way down.
Stop it now.
That gets me back quite a few wood as well.
I can't do it.
You can do it though. You can. I know you can. The room up top can get converted into an office.
Found her in an old bar. Got me a woman, baby. Took her back to my car.
So I'm gonna let them build wherever the hell they need.
She goes in the morning. There she goes in the morning sun. There she goes in the evening. There she goes when the day is done. Got another woman. I found
They can be
her
closed, they're not
on
open, so they can see put the candy in.
Really should see her
so mean.
photos. Too bad they weren't her own. There she goes in the morning. There she goes in the morning sun. There she goes in the evening.
Alright, we'll get assigned eventually. I made a better
There
route.
she goes when the day is done. Got a new woman. Found her in a trash can.
Yeah, no trash
This is
can.
the woman, baby. I really do. Better tell my hand. There she goes in the morning. There she goes in the morning sun.
How did the shearing go? I forgot about this way earlier. Shear animal.
There she
Where's
goes
the
when
boat
the
here?
day is done. The day is done. The day is done. The day is done.
Build for a shop. Oh wait, I might need a loom to turn the thread the cloth, don't I? Loom. Yeah, see, we have 5 thread. None of them are from animals, though. Aren't you animal shearable? Don't I have some of you are like cows and goats, aren't you? Yeah, we have goats and cows. I should be able to get something shearable out of this. Will they give up? Will they go berserk? Will they cheat and break the box? I don't know. After like 5 minutes, I probably would. These did not need to be removed. Not walls.
What? Are you open? Oh, no, you
What? Alright, we're getting idlers again, so let's
Fine if you don't want my money.
unsuspend some of these.
You mean if we...
None of those were unsuspended because I was hitting D and not S like I should have.
From now on... What? No!
Alright, we'll do those and see what gets
Now we
fixed.
never have to stop working.
Never have to stop working.
See you in the morning, boys. I can't stay here all night. I've got a life.
Isn't this great, Squidward?
No.
Now we can stay here together
No.
for hours and hours and hours, and then the sun will come up.
No.
It'll still be working.
No.
It'll be just like a sleepover.
No.
Only we'll be sweaty and covered with grease. Are you ready to rock, Squidward?
No. No.
Alright, this is mostly working.
No.
At night. Night, 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 night.
It's gonna look real good when we start switching things over to gold too.
Here, you give me a moment, please, to take out the trash.
Yep, we have a vampire.
Cake.
We definitely have a vampire. First time in how many hundreds of hours? But I don't know what would drain blood other than a vampire.
What? It's all a joke. It is?
Nobody has a spatula for a hand. It was just a joke.
Is that an animal zone, a square? You should use fill instead of box to fill out a triangle. All right, where was fill?
Isn't this great?
I don't see the option to do it.
There's never time
E?
to wash the ceilings during the day.
24 hours.
Oh, you're right.
What a stupid idea. Who would want
Good
a
call.
Krabby Patty at
Hold on.
3 a.m.? Oh boy! 3 a.m.!
That didn't work right.
I mean, look at this place. It's like a ghost town.
Ah, but that's it. Still just goes to a square. I mean, don't get me wrong. That is useful. That means I can cram it further up, but it still just kind of goes into a square.
The walls will ooze with green slime. Oh, wait.
So I wanted to set this as low as
What was
possible.
the third thing?
I didn't know the buses ran this late.
They don't.
Well, they're dropping someone off.
It's the hash bash dash.
Your pin is too big. Well, it's not a pin to itself. That's just a triangle, and I moved the animals into it.
Dress up as a ghostly fry cook just to entertain me. You must really like me.
Okay, SpongeBob. So there's two problems here. One, I hate you. Two, how can that be me?
Because part of
I'm
this below is
standing
also
right
going to be
here.
the farm. This is just a triangle I had to move them in safely to. Why have we not removed this one yet? We in low quality, remove it. Oh, it's because the butcher shop's in the way. They can't access it. What the butcher shop?
Swear word, I used your
Built
clear
construction
hands
wall.
unclogged my toilet.
What's the skip command? Exclamation mark, vote skip. And I think it takes 3 people to vote skip something. Except for, I think the mods can skip without voting? I don't know. I think what I did is I made it to where they couldn't put in 30-minute videos, which is really what I was mostly worried about. So that's just a little too long. Nope. Yeah. If you skip this, I will ban you. It's really funny in the show, though. So all of a sudden the Americans show up and they just start fucking laying waste into the enemy team, which I find funny as hell. Get the fuck out of the way. Tire Count's just a big Lincoln Log construction. Well, it basically is. We have an aquifer below us. There is gold. So I am going to switch the Triforce itself out to gold when I can reach it. but we need to get the base. Like, we need people safely in, and or I need to figure out what the hell's going on with that vampire. Another reason to stockpile as much wood as possible. You know, it terrifies the vampire and keeps it at bay, ignoring the fact that it already killed a kid in the wood. No, it is Girls und Panzer. It's just it's hand-drawn backgrounds but CG tanks, and they just do tank battles. But it's Japan, so they couldn't just do tank battles for some reason. So they also did it along the lines of, oh, it's anime schoolgirls that have to fight each other because yes. I've got the video on, so now it's just fucking repeating it. Let me turn the video off. There we go. What if this Triforce is a Trifarce? It's not a Trifarce. It is. It is great. The command is vote skip. Stop doing walls. Why is it just screaming at me? Like I owe it money. You skipped it. It's just another Link screaming. I hate to break it to you. I see the list coming up. There's just more Link screaming.
Whoa.
What happened here?
That music.
Oh no, Tree Hater died. Do we have a guest? I told you. I told you there was just more screaming. So wait, next is also a skip? How does that work? Okay, no, hold on. This is my jam. Don't use like mod powers to just force skip everything. That's just cheating and not fair. Who is killing me? Like that should be reserved for things that are like truly ear rapey. That isn't a song, it's noise. Where's the carpenter? All right, now this is we're like of the same mind, right, everyone? That we finally have a vampire. I do not wish to kill him. I wish to use him, but we need to figure out who the vampire is. What is the good strategies for figuring out who our vampire buddy is? Because somebody is slowly draining our dwarves of all their life essences. Check their thoughts. Someone's gonna be stressed after seeing someone die. Oh, what, the vampires stress themselves out when they kill people? Tell me the stress system is so buggy the vampires stress themselves out when they kill people. That would just be like the perfect fucking little pin in the stress system if the vampires stress themselves out by killing people. But also, we have like 100 dwarves. That's a lot of thoughts to check. That one got a little close, but whatever. That's the vampire. Are you really surprised? And they don't drink. Well, they drink. They just don't drink alcohol. So I suppose it would be whoever right now has the most stress, right? Or likely to be whoever has the most stress. Yeah, some people are more stressed than others. Caught in the rain, argument, pity, grouchiness, boredom, desperation, fine door, frustration, annoyed after drinking without a well, delight at the performance, caught in the rain. Interesting, own fine bed, caught in the rain, anger after getting in an argument, fondness, frustration, loneliness, pleasure, bliss, grouchiness, annoyed, boredom, unease, rejection. I'm thinking my idea they're going to have the lowest stress is not working. Because after this, everyone's going to have 100. We're up to 99.2. All right, we're just going to let them stress themselves out some more. Sort by arrival. Oh, you think that they are going to be in the latest one? Oh, sorry. Migration way. Think it's gonna be one of these guys? Oh, wrong one. This is the latest arrival. Seeing a dead body, but a bunch of people have seen dead bodies. Think it could be Kosov? Yeah, let's go with Kosov. Ah, an herbalist. Of course, what better way to hide your vampire-iness than being a fucking vegetarian? Trying to get to his thoughts. Reliving the unexpected death of somebody within the last season. Interest in your fine bed. Caught in the rain. Annoyed after having a drink. Ah, but if they had a drink without using a goblet, then they couldn't be the vampire, right? They're on the dormitory, probably someone saw it, but nobody did. If you look under reports, it's just people hunting. Like, someone died earlier in the dormitory, but other than that, people just die occasionally by themselves in the home. I need to start moving some of these things just because they're in the way now. This was, what, seeds? This is why I need to fucking heckin'. This is why I need to heckin' string some of these people up. This way I can start getting bags for the hecking seeds. How are we doing on drinks, by the way? Over 90, and food has been going up. I like when someone dies and there's only one witness. No witnesses. Yeah, there's just no witnesses. We got. Wait, is Domine dead? Did we lose a Domine and I didn't notice? Oh, Domine's dead. Okay. Domine. Why am I not spelling Domine's name right? Domine. Game, work with me. Domine? Is that the name? Whoops, I missed Domine, dying. D-O-M-A-E. Domine. That's not Domine's name, though, right? It's like Domine01. And no, but the funny thing is, at least one of them died in this room with like tens of other people, and just magically no one saw it. Anything else getting dwarf number 8? Yeah, we got a lot of dwarves in recent migration waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe you're a vampire. You are one of our farmers. Anything else? Oh, that reminds me. 1, how are you? Oh, you're the outer one. That's how I was about to say. How are you getting shit in you? 2, oh, I would need my... Hold on. I'm going to go to my school webpage on the other computer real quick. Mostly because I'm trying to see if my grades have come in. Grades. Not next semester. Why the hell would I already be wanting to look at next semester? Still only the one class. All I know is I got an A in one class. How's your home economics grades going? Home economics? When have I had home ec class? What do you mean home ex? I'm confused. You've confused me this day. You found my one weakness. Pure unadulterated confusion. All right, so here's what I need to do. Kind of want to just quantum the seed pile. Just because otherwise I'm never going to get the seeds out of my way. So how do I do this? Food there. Food there. Pause. You only allow seeds. And you also only allow... Is this the band that did the soundtrack for Saga of Tanya the Evil? That started getting... No, there's Black Lagoon. Maybe they did that too. But that particular screech sounds like what they use in some of the intro. Like they have an elementary school where they... What school did you go to? I'm in America. You know, I spent the first half of my education learning about why Texas is amazing. I spent the last half of my education learning about why America is amazing. You're talking like they taught me anything useful. In the lower grades, at least. I got in trouble because one time, because my conduct was unbecoming, because the teacher was trying to teach us some physics or something like that, and was teaching us about the atom. And the teacher stated that the proton? Yeah, the proton and the electron are in the middle of the atom, and the neutron is in an orbit around the outside. To which I was reading the book, and I said, no. no, that's wrong. The book says something completely different. And I refused to not shut up when the teacher kept saying, no, 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 this is the way it is. So actually, my parents had to get called into school because I was arguing with the teacher. And I was being, I forget what the term was. But basically, my conduct grade was going down because I wasn't being a nice student. No, see, you're joking. I should say, you guys think I'm joking. Build, workshop, crafts, dwarf. But the first time, so when I was a young kid, I grew up in Texas. The first time we did, like, history, world history, but it was just United States. Like, the first time I did social studies, and it wasn't about Texas. My first report that wasn't about Texas happened in 5th hecking grade, and my dog has been found dead. Happened in 5th grade, and the report I had to do was, why did Christopher Columbus discovering America lead to the colonization of Texas? That was my first non-America, non-Texas social studies report, was how Christopher Columbus discovering America led to the colonization of Texas. So it just came back to Texas anyways. That was the first time we addressed the fact that there was a nation that wasn't Texas and or the Alamo. No. We don't get education. Like, a bunch of people make fun of about how Americans are always full of themselves and they barely know geography and they don't try to pay attention. And legit, it's because the teachers don't teach us. My knowledge of what happened, my knowledge of where countries were in the world increased exponentially as soon as I started playing Crusader Kings 2 and Hearts of Iron 4.
So let me guess what the problem is this time. Dinero.
Exponentially went up as soon as I played a game that was dependent upon knowing where in the map shit was.
And you need to get that crap off your arms. Cartoon figures.
Michigan was only saying only about the lakes. Yeah, it's really weird. That's all they will discuss, and it doesn't help anybody. But I can tell you about what happened at the Alamo. Golly gee, can I remember what happened at the Alamo? What happened is different than what most people even freaking think it was. Because what happened at the Alamo was a bunch of drunk guys. Because they were drunk. Bunch of drunk guys who didn't leave. That's it. They were given the opportunity to leave. They weren't rounded up and shot. That was basically, they were told to leave. They're Texans, so they didn't. And then they had a fight. And then a lot of people that were declared, or that they say died at the Alamo, didn't even die at the Alamo. Because they ended up leaving by the end of it. They ended up escaping by the end of it, still freaking blasted. And then they just got more people to go back and fight them because they're like, oh, they came and fought us over the Alamo. It was just a bunch of drunk Texans. The Alamo was nothing amazing. It was just a bunch of drunk Texans that refused to leave. That's all it was.
Now get out and make sure you leave through the back. Shut your fucking mouth. Mr. Big Shot, Fire Chief. Always trying to save the world.
Yeah, see, no. I blame all of our schools. I do not blame any American if they don't seem to understand the world. I blame all of our schools. I don't understand what is up with the American social studies classes, but they are awful. They are awful. The funny thing is, now that I'm in college, I've had 2 or 3 classes, classes where we had to do like history or some type of social studies, and the teacher has been impressed, legit impressed by my knowledge of the world. And everything that I quoted at the teacher is just nonsense that I got from Hearts of Iron 4. So by the way, thank you, Paradox, for being the greatest social studies teacher I've ever had. Like, I've had teacher, I forget what the question was, but the teacher would say something along the lines of like, oh, you know, why is it that, you know, the Europe didn't mess with the Americas after a certain date? And my response was it the Monroe Doctrine? And the teacher was like, oh my God, yes. And really all I know is when I play Hearts of Iron 4, if you get this news article where it says United States has completed the focus, reaffirming the Monroe Doctrine, that if you fight anywhere in the Americas, the United States of America gets to declare war on you. That's all I knew about it. But the teacher legit thought I was some high-flying student because I guessed the Monroe Doctrine based upon the fact that Hearts of Iron 4, if you get a news article that says the Monroe Doctrine's in effect, you immediately can't do any war over there or America will kick your ass. Like, that's it. That's why I knew that. I got, is the average IQ lower in Texas? Well, I don't want to say the average IQ is lower in Texas. I will say that the normal word for someone from Texas is redneck. Again, but you can't blame them. It's not their fault. It's like being stupid versus being ignorant. Like, it's not their fault what they're taught. You know what I'm saying? Just if the school fails them, you don't blame the student. They just didn't have a chance. It's just not fair. Like I said, the only reason why I got saved is at some point I moved back to Massachusetts. That is the only reason why I got saved. And even then, they're still off because you get to Massachusetts and all of a sudden it's, oh, we came over and it was a really cold winter and those really, really, really nice Native Americans let us live. And then later we had the United States. We're not going to talk about anything bad we did to them. It's like, what? They just don't want to teach you things. It's kind of awful. Don't look into it. We did the nice things, we swear. Don't freaking fact check us on this. Well, in South Carolina, I talked about until 6th grade was a civil war and slavery. U.S. history is propaganda bingo. Autocorrect, please go fall down a mountain. Autocorrect says, actually, most world history is propaganda. But in Massachusetts, it's propaganda. In Texas, it's just like, do you actually know if there's anything else? Like, physically, do you know that there's things besides Texas? It is imperative to me that I know that you know that there's more than just Texas. And they don't. They don't. What is this? Why does this sound familiar? Why do I know this? What is this? What is this? Why do I know this? And I am fucking this up hard over here. I should have done the internals. I should not have ordered those yet. I don't have the external line done. And somehow this is throwing up my pace. Oh, Attack on Titan. I don't know why. The friggin' is what I remember. It's just 2-2-1, right? 2-2-1. 2-2-1. 2-2-1. 2-2. 1, 2, 2, 1. Of course, I could just use the thing on the outside. 2, 2, 1. But no, like I was saying, it's not even propaganda. Because like I said, at some point, like, you learn that there's like a different story and shit. You know, like you learn about the bad things that they did. But all you learn is Texas. Like, let me put it this way. If you're not in Texas, you probably, like, somewhere else in the nation, somewhere else in the world, you see a map of your country, you generally see a map of what's around you. France sees other countries. England sees Scotland and Ireland. Like, you see things around you. Freaking Massachusetts sees the states around it. The Texas map that you get shown in school just shows Texas. Like, whatever's beyond it doesn't exist on the map. It just doesn't happen. We're just not shown anything down there. It physically does not exist. It's not a, that's there, but we're not going to talk about it. It's, no. That is off the charts. We live in a flat earth, and that earth is Texas. How come it lost in the USA War of Annexation on Texas? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't know what you're talking about. Texas never loses. No, didn't Texas not lose? If you're talking about the war I thought about, Texas is the one that was fighting Mexico and then decided to join America to have America help them, correct? It has been a minute since I've done the Texas history. I don't remember how great Texas is. But are you talking about where America basically joined up with Texas to fight Mexico? Now I'm wondering if that even happened. Or that's just some bullshit Texas told me. All right, we're out of wood now. Let them build that, I guess. Also, how many coffins do we have left? Because we've been filling them up, haven't we? Yep, we are filled. Shit, we're gonna need more coffins. Oh, yes, I remember when Texas 1 lost to Texas 2 in the War of the Two Texases. Lol, I never had my Texas history. I read this wrong. I take it back. Yeah, no, that's why Six Flags is called Six Flags. BT Dubs. It's from Texas. Because Texas has had Six Flags over it. So the first one was Six Flags over Texas. And now all the rest of them are just Six Flags. It's just Six Flags New England, Six Flags whatever. But yeah, the great American roller coaster thing is basically based upon Texas history. Terrible things happen, Texas travel. They lose their accents. I did lose my accents. But constantly explain to non-Texas like why you don't have one. So, to people in my school, and when I come back to New England, they'll wonder why I have a weird accent. I don't sound like a proper New Englander. But when I'm down south, I don't sound Southern either. It's awful. Everyone thinks their state is the best. Texans are the only ones who are right. Therefore, we can only conclude there are 300 million people in the U.S. that are wrong. They eventually forget how to talk to people. This is true. If you go to Texas, expect people to just talk to you. Just when you're walking around. Can't bring their guns with them. Oh my God, that one annoys me. No matter where I go, I still get annoyed at the idea that I'm not allowed a gun in some places. That's just wrong. I need to be allowed to have my gun at my hip wherever I go, regardless of where I'm doing. It's a God-given right, God damn it. I'd like to see one of these fucking... I'd like to see you try to pull my gun from my cold dead heads, tell you what. It's like over in California, they don't know how to cook food right. You go to California, they overcook their steak because they're trying to be safe or some shit. That ain't how you eat a fucking cow, okay? If your freaking steak ain't mooing, then it ain't a steak. You're eating leather. There's only 2 types of meat on a cow. Steak and leather. If it ain't mooing, it ain't steak. The gun is child. You can't take my baby away from me. I mean, Jane. Jane is basically Texan. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. Jane is basically a Texan. Build construction wall. All right, I think I've fixed the southern part of that. So now the triangles are correct. How are we doing on... We're low on drinks, but that's just because I can brew more. Did we ever build new route seeds? Stop 1. Stockpile link. Take from them. We're gonna have to babysit this eventually because they're going to move the bags out. But if I can get all the individual seeds to get compressed down into a stockpile, then I can turn it off afterwards and be fine for a bit. I just need to get the damn seeds, like, out of everyone's way. So, I mean, hell, if nothing else, everyone knows everything's bigger in Texas. That's just the truth. Anything else is just lies and slander. I tell you what though, I do not like country music. I'm sorry, but after years and years and years of listening to it, it is all the same. It is all the same song. I do not like country music. All right. So at some point the cart will get installed. We'll start getting seeds out of our way. Whoever's job it is to do the carts, I don't know. But at least our fish are up. Our plants are up, which means we're able to constantly be brewing now, which is fantastic. That's the farmer's workshop. Build construction floor. So I'm going to try to get... That's the farmers. I think I want the loom over here. We don't have the materials. Wait on the wood, I guess. I'm just trying to slowly get everything out of the way so I can move things up. Because, yeah, we have excess wood here now. Something's wrong. I've done something terribly wrong here. What the hell? Oh, that's where it is. Okay. Trying to map out where the wall is. So we can get some wood back sooner. All right, this. Other than tidying it up, once we get this done, we'll be done with these beds. We still don't have beds for everyone, but it's just gonna take a little bit, and we'll have everyone's bedrooms, and they can just die to the vampire sooner, wherever the vampire is.
All right, Corey, you can use my computer to do your homework, but no looking through my desk. Got it?
What? The hell's that man talking about? No, looking through my desk. The Texas song? Oh God, no. Yeah, no, somehow everyone in Texas is deluded, but very nice. Very nice until they're aggressive. They got that southern hospitality, and they don't tell you there's something wrong with you. They just say, bless your heart. Oh, bless his heart. He's soft in the head. Don't mind Jebediah. He got kicked by a horse, bless his heart. Yeah, no joke. Okay, so there is an area in the middle of Texas called Fort Worth. Southwest of Fort Worth is a town, little township called White Settlement. It is named basically for the reason you're guessing. It was the settlement for the whites and not the nearby settlement that had Mexicans in it. So it is named for a racist reason. It is so freaking rednecky that they lost Walmart. Like, Walmart was closing down and moving out of their area. So the mayor said, all right, we're too redneck for Walmart. That's an amazing feat that we need to fix. So he tried to change the name to West Settlement. That got voted down, and then immediately the inhabitants started a vote of no confidence and kicked the mayor out because the mayor didn't have the town's, wasn't proud of the town, so the mayor didn't have the town's spirit at heart. So they kicked the mayor out because he tried to freaking redneck the town in Texas and make it less racist. The funny thing is, the majority, like over half of White Settlement, are people of Spanish descent. They're not white. But they are Texan. So they're gonna stick by their settlement. It's the weirdest shit. I'm not even joking. You can look that up. You can Google that shit. Where does it say vote?
Hold on. We need statistic reading voice. The name of White Settlement was originally bestowed upon the community by several Indian tribes in the area. The city got its name because it was the lone village of white pioneers amid several Indian encampments in the Fort Worth area in the Texas Republic territory in the 1840s. On October 14, 2005, city leaders citing hurdles in attracting businesses announced a plan to have local voters decide on a possible name change for the town from White Settlement to West Settlement. In the November 8th election, the name change was overwhelmingly rejected by a vote of 2,388 to 219.
They shot it down so hard. Oh, by the way, notable
museums in White Settlement. The Texas Civil War Museum is located in White Settlement.
Stupid motherfuckers. Shot down by over 2,000 to 200. And then, like I said, they got rid of the mayor afterwards. You're too redneck for fucking Walmart, you moron. Yeah. Like, they got really irate over the idea. No. We're White Settlement, damn it. Don't take away our name or our guns. Ooh. Sandhills Bell. That was a lot of gifts. Holy shit. Thank you, Sandhills Bell, for gifting tears to the community. Royal Star-Lord, Virtual Spaceman, Idle Pipes, Kibs and Britches, Green Goblins, Frag, Girl 00, Firehawk, Magnaconis, Use Online, and Gimper. Thank you so much. That reminds me, I used to do credits at the end of the streams, but I stopped doing it at some point. I forget why, and I fell out of habit. I gotta like reinitiate my credits thing. I'm not gonna be able to do it for today because I definitely know I don't have it working. I think I lost it when I switched over to OBS. I just never got it working again. Why? Why is there something above his head? My angry emote didn't look like that. Hold on, what is that? That's not the right emote. Irma 1 RNG Angry SA. Channel points emote. What the heck? Those, oh, it's the bottom of a Santa hat. Okay, that was throwing me off. I'm like, I don't remember. Well, thank you. Why is something only visible to me? Why am I getting a thing saying something's only visible to me? That's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Weird. All right. I never get it. Yes, thank you. Thank you, the Sandhills Bell. How have you been, Sandhills? Someone just die again? Ah! How is he missing for a week in plain view and he's drained of blood? No, I don't want these. I need caskets. I need caskets now. Alright, we'll put the ghost down as soon as I get caskets to put the ghost down. Yeah, no. America is a very unique place. To sum up the entire conversation for the past couple minutes. America is a unique place that likes to pretend that anything else in the world doesn't exist. And within this microcosm of pretending the rest of the world doesn't exist, the state of Texas pretends America doesn't exist.